In an effort to modernize its severely outdated armored forces, which were still relying on World War II-era M4 Sherman medium tanks and M3/M9 half-tracks, the Argentine government began seeking new alternatives in the 1970s. Due to a lack of domestic expertise in designing and developing expensive tracked vehicles, they turned to the German company Thyssen-Henschel, now Rheinmetall Landsysteme of Kassel, Germany, in 1974. The primary objective for the Argentine Army was to develop a new frontline light/medium-class combat tank and an infantry fighting vehicle, IFV, sharing the same chassis and powertrain to control costs. Thyssen-Henschel responded by adapting the existing German Army Marder IFV for the roles required by Argentina. The combat tank was designed to feature a full-size traversing turret and large-caliber armament, while the IFV was equipped with a more compact turret housing and autocannon and a fighting compartment for passengers. In collaboration with Argentine input, the German company developed 3 prototypes of each vehicle, which underwent rigorous testing and trials in Germany. Upon successful completion of these tests, the vehicles were transported to Argentina, where the TAM's, Tanque Argentino Mediano Sociedad El Estado, factory was established in Buenos Aires for serial production. Approximately 70% of the vehicle components were of Argentine origin, with the remaining components manufactured in Germany and final assembly taking place in Buenos Aires. The initial order from the Argentine Army was for 512 vehicles, comprising 200 TAM tanks and 312 VCTP IFVs, to replenish its inventory. However, due to budgetary constraints, the order was reduced to 350 units. Even then, only 250 units were completed, consisting of 150 TAM tanks and 100 VCTP IFVs. The Argentine designation for the new combat tank was TAM, Tanque Argentino Mediano, meaning Argentine Medium Tank, while the IFV was named VCI, Vehiculo de Combate de Infanteria, translating to Infantry Combat Vehicle, initially designed to accommodate 12 passengers and armed with the Rheinmetall RH-202 20mm autocannon. Later, the VCI designation was modified to VCTP, Vehiculo de Combate Transporte de Personal, meaning Personnel Transport Combat Vehicle. From these developments, several significant variants emerged, each serving specific combat roles within the Argentine Army and utilizing the chassis of the TAM tank. However, production numbers for these variants were notably limited. Among them was the VCA 155, Vehiculo de Combate de Artillería de 155mm, translating to 155mm artillery combat vehicle, armed with a 155mm gun and based on the TAM tank chassis, featuring the turret and gun from the Italian Oto Melara Palmaria self-propelled gun, SPG, platform. Additionally, there was the VCRT Armored Recovery Vehicle, ARV, which lacked a turret, and the VCL, Vehiculo de Combate Lanzacohetes, meaning Rocket Launcher Combat Vehicle, a TAM-based rocket projector vehicle equipped with an Israeli-designed launcher and rockets. Another variant, the VCPC, Vehiculo de Combate Puesto de Mando, or Command Combat Vehicle, based on the VCTP, served as a command vehicle. The TAM represents a conventional combat system, with its origins from the Marder IFV clearly evident in the chassis and hull sections. The hull features a well-sloped glassy plate leading up to the roof, while the sides are nearly vertical with slight sloping, and the rear panel also slopes inward. The turret is positioned at the rear of the design, with noticeable overhang. Unlike many frontline combat tanks, the TAM places its engine in a front right compartment, a configuration more reminiscent of modern IFVs. The turret is of a low-profile design, with the gun barrel protruding from the frontal panel as usual. Both the frontal and side panels of the turret are slightly sloped to provide basic ballistics protection. The running gear consists of 6 double-tired road wheels per track side, with 3 track return rollers included, sometimes concealed by optional sawtooth side skirt panels for increased protection. The drive sprocket is located at the front of the hull, while the track idler is positioned at the rear. The armor is constructed of steel, and the vehicle comes equipped with an NBC, nuclear, biological, chemical, system as standard. The crew typically consists of 4 standard operating personnel, including the driver, located in the front left hull, commander, gunner, and loader, all situated in the turret's mid-hull section. The TAM tank is propelled by a German MTU brand MB833 Ka 500 series supercharged 6-cylinder diesel engine, delivering 720 horsepower at 400 RPM. This powerplant enables the vehicle to achieve a maximum road speed of 46 miles per hour, with an operational range extending to 580 miles. For extended missions, an optional external fuel drum can be affixed to the whole rear panel, augmenting operational ranges as needed. The hull is supported by a conventional torsion bar suspension system, ensuring the requisite cross-country mobility. Its primary armament revolves around the turret-mounted 105mm FMK.4 Modello 1L main gun, essentially a variant of the British Royal Ordnance L7A1 rifle tank gun series. During transport, the main gun can be secured in place with an inverted V-locking assembly. Supplementing the main gun is a 7.62mm coaxial machine gun positioned alongside. Additionally, an optional 7.62mm machine gun is installed at the commander's cupola, serving as an anti-aircraft and anti-infantry deterrent. The vehicle is equipped with 2 sets of 4 electronically actuated smoke grenade dischargers, providing a means to deploy a makeshift smokescreen for the vehicle and its crew. Ammunition capacity includes 5,105mm projectiles and 6,000 rounds of 7.62mm ammunition. The TAM entered service with the Argentine Army in 1983 and remains a prominent asset in its inventory as of 2013. Initial production of batch models occurred from 1979 to 1991, resulting in the manufacture of 150 TAM tanks and 100 VCTP IFVs. A second batch was ordered between 1994 and 1995, adding 50 TAM tanks and 116 VCTP IFVs, according to sources. To modernize the tracked vehicle family and bring them up to contemporary combat standards, a modernization program was initiated in 2010. Elbit Systems, an Israeli company, was entrusted with this task. Key upgrades include the installation of a 120mm L44 series main gun, specifically the Rheinmetall 120mm smoothbore, aimed at significantly enhancing the tactical capabilities of the TAM tank. Modernization efforts are expected to continue into 2013. Currently, the Argentine Army operates a fleet comprising 200 TAM tanks and 216 VCTP IFVs, with some of the latter serving as command tanks. The TAM tank offers a balanced blend of speed, mobility, firepower, and protection, effectively addressing the potential threats posed by neighboring forces in a wartime scenario. While it may be surpassed by the latest generation of main battle tanks worldwide, it still meets operational requirements at a reasonable cost. The chassis has demonstrated reliability and modularity, fulfilling both short-term and long-term needs of the Argentine Army. It is expected to remain in service for a decade or more. Despite foreign interest in this German-Argentine product, no buyers have emerged to date. Regrettably, this led to the closure of the TAM's factory in 1995.